Hello, it's Veronica here. And I want to talk about like magical girl shows and how Rainbow World is trying to be one but just fails at it. So if you watch enough magical girl anime, you kind of know what they're about. Like simply it starts with like teenage girls like undergoing like magical transformations where they take on a secondary identity and either save their own world or they save something else or something like that. And the point of these shows, and they go through supernatural stuff, of course, and the point of these shows is to give hope to people and just have this feeling of optimism and positivity that is not seen in any other genre. And of course, there's the like sense of magic and adventure as well, and just girlhood, just pure, unfiltered girlhood. And I know, like some of you have seen Madoka Magica because of my custom doll project I'm making based on that series. But other like really popular like magical girl shows other that people on this channel have seen are Sailor Moon, Pretty Cure, and Catch Tenny Ping as well. And also Miraculous Ladybug if you want to consider it in that genre. Because it does have like magical girl influences as well. Even if it's more of like a superhero show. But the essence of any magical girl show is maintaining hope despite like all the unfortunate things that happen in it. And Rainbow World, how does Rainbow World try to establish itself within this like genre? Well, season 5 introduces magical transformations where all the girls enter like a magical pocket dimension and get new outfits and get magical pets and learn to portal jump between like that pocket dimension and the normal world and all that. So Rainbow World fundamentally is established as a pocket dimension, and all the girls are given this role as shimmers, to where they basically just exist to give hope and to people in Rainbow World and help these people find their like self-confidence again, which yeah, that does really embody the whole like magical girl idea of just bringing hope to people. And that being like a big part of their job as magical girls and their purpose with that. But like where does it fall short of this? Despite the characters having oftentimes getting enough character development and having like these nice positive attitudes about it. So, its failure as a magical girl show starts with its magic system, which I will be referencing Rainbow High seasons 5 and 6 for this, because they are the only seasons of the show as of now that pertain to Rainbow World and the way it fundamentally works. So full spoilers for what happens in seasons 5 and 6. So Rainbow World's magic system is established on people being happy and finding their confidence And whenever someone's like mood is restored, there is a glitter-like substance that rains down called a liquid called sparkle glow. Yeah, sparkle glow. Liquid rainbow is literally something else entirely separate from sparkle glow, but we'll get into how those things work. And it gets inconsistent with these substances as well. So sparkle glow is initially like a glitter component that's added to liquid rainbow, which is the slime-like substance in Rainbow World. Yeah, so liquid rainbow is literally just like rainbow like slime and stuff, and it also refers to the stuff that like liquid rainbow portals are made from, where it's more like watery and like rainbow and then just really colorful, almost more like a paint. But yeah, like that is kind of what liquid rainbow is for context. So to create the specific kind of liquid rainbow required for portal jumping, the girls have to mix this sparkle glow into the like liquid rainbow slime substance to create the stuff they need to portal jump to fill themselves and their like pets with, pretty much. And if this was just simply what sparkle glow is, it gets more complicated than that. So in the episode where like they're chasing after the Moonbow mare, and it got like Skylar's bag with the full sparkle glow. It turns out that this like substance can literally that this like glitter substance can allow this random like horse to portal jump without like the slime in it. So is this overpowered yet? It gets more overpowered, and this magic gets more random and convoluted, almost like it's an excuse for everything magical that happens with them. So the episode that really made me think of what is sparkle glow is literally the episode where the child Kira, I think, has like a Winter Wonderland themed birthday party, and she wants to make it more magical, so she puts like sparkle glow on the backs of some snowmen, which come to life because of the sparkle glow being on them, and her like being like not the most responsible with it, which is interesting to say the least. So you're telling me this little kid just messes around with this stuff a little bit and just puts it on like some snowmen and stuff, and it allows them to like come to life. And that it has life-bringing properties when used in certain ways like this. That in itself, in any other magical world, like if you consider this like a magical like girl thing, or Harry Potter or any magic fantasy world, that would be overpowered if you could just put like slap sparkle glow on whatever and bring it to life. Like that would be like crazily overpowered. And I don't get how like people watching this show see this and they can't not question, why is this even happening? why is this even a thing? Why is this even possible? And then in season 6, it's revealed through like Iris getting corrupted by Dark Sparkle Glow that whenever a character experiences really extreme negative emotions sometimes, it can literally taint and corrupt Sparkle Glow to make it turn like them dark or evil. And it's just like, yeah, the whole reason she was acting evil in season 6 is because she was corrupted by Dark Sparkle Glow this entire time, because she was just really upset with her like friends not wanting to be shimmers anymore, which is something that like that apparently before she like was like experimenting with Sparkle Glow at the beginning of the rainbow, like the group had apparently agreed to have a party to celebrate their last day as being shimmers. Like, honestly, Iris should have known her friends were done with it and they want to be shimmers and just accept that. Like, she should have just, like, her disrespect for their choice of not being shimmers goes beyond this too. Like, whenever she's under the influence of the Dark Sparkle Glow, like, she uses the new shimmers to get her like friends back together and to become shimmers again, just so like she could feel good and their friendship could be the way she remembered it and all that, despite the fact that these girls literally retired from being shimmers. So basically what she did was very intrusive on the personal choices of Misty, Leilani, and Whitney. Which just really isn't right to do to your own friends. And we're gonna get more into Iris whenever another power imbalance in this magic system is, where it introduces the ring shimmers. But yeah, if Sparkle Glow is such a dangerous and unpredictable substance, why is this stuff not kept behind a lock and key in Rainbow World? Why is it not trusted to any sort of authority? Because Rainbow World does have an authority, which is Princess Marina. And it's just like, yeah, Rainbow World literally has a full-on monarchy. And they're not doing anything about, the threat that, Sparkle Glow in the wrong hands could pose. Which is just messed up, in my opinion. They need to fix the plot point. They need to address this. Even though I doubt that they will. And then another thing I'm sure you've noticed with the rebrand dolls a lot is some of them have, slime or, other leg gimmicks. Like how the Sparkle and Shine line has more lava lamp type legs, or the whole glitter in the legs. And I rebodied my Misty because her face is way too pretty for a gimmick body, but yeah, on Clementine you can see the more gimmicky legs. You can, and this is even shown in the show. Some of them have these legs in Rainbow World, others really don't. Kira, the little kid from the beginning of season 5, she's just a normal human girl for all we know. She doesn't really show much magic other than like throwing sparkle glow on some snowmen and bringing them to life. And yeah, sparkle glow. As for how Iris gets back to normal, to how she was before being corrupted, all it takes is for the main 8 to throw like normal sparkle glow at her. I am not kidding. That is how she is defeated. That is how anticlimactic this is. And it's just like, yeah. And the rings. Don't get me started on the rings. Oh my gosh. So with Rainbow World and with Season 6, there's a new mechanic that is introduced on top of the weird stuff with the sparkle glow and what it is. And some characters randomly having these clear slime gimmick legs that don't affect their magical abilities at all. Four of them get rings with like extra magical powers and abilities and all that. Like, meaning they could like literally teleport to the Crystal Palace. They feel more confident in their new like magical girl kind of outfits, which look terrible and unfashionable, by the way, despite having these big dramatic transformations with them. And even the selection of the 4 who get to be like magical girls, you can or like have more powers with like that. And they get 2 additional like magical outfits compared to the main girls, by the way. Like, really. They get extra additional outfits because of these transformations. Including one where they get to have clear slime legs. Yay! But yeah, these crystals on these rings, like, and stuff like that, these rings give them the additional ability to purify, like, crystals in Rainbow World that were keeping things, like, stable and all that. While, like, no one else even has the ability to visit the Crystal Palace or purify these crystals. And how does this cause a divide in the group? It does. So, like, whenever Skylar, Violet, Amaya, and Bella, we all know that group was probably chosen not by qualifications, but for, like, which dolls MJ wants to push the most, or which sell the best, according to them. So whenever they're off doing, like, their ring shimmer stuff, you can tell Sunny just feels like she's missing out. Like, she is just, like, she looks visibly sad multiple times during Season 6. And you can just tell how much she, like, admires the original Shimmers, too, with how she reacts to Iris showing up at school. Like, you can tell she's really into this, like, Rainbow World, Shimmer stuff. And she really cares about it more than anyone else in the group. Like, if this were any other magical girl anime, Sunny would easily be the leader of the group. Sunny would be the mature one who knows exactly what she's doing, while like being like optimistic enough and positive enough to give everyone hope and maintain positivity in the group. Basically the one who's like the glue of the group, who keeps everyone else from like breaking apart, or the group from like completely collapsing, pretty much. And Sunny's like character design in the Rainbow High show is literally inspired by Sailor Moon a lot. The bright yellow hair, how her like original doll has the bangs and the odongo buns, how she has a lot of sun and moon motifs. She is clearly a very Sailor Moon inspired doll, and through and through. And in a normal magical girl show, she would have been the leader. She would have been the one doing all that extra stuff in Rainbow World, because she's qualified for it and she actually cares about what's going on there. More so than like some of the characters who were doing that. And I still stand by my opinion that like season 6 would have been way better if Sunny had been made the leader of the Shimmers, and if she would have gotten a ring earlier on. Because her as a magical girl would have been really amazing and awesome, and something I would have loved to see. But anyways, Sunny tangent kind of done for. The power imbalance with some of them having rings, some of them not having rings, clearly creates a separation in the group. And then Iris shows up and exploits this. Like, she literally, like, treats the non-ring Shimmers with sort of a more of, like, a type of pity compared to those who got rings. And it's just, like... And you can tell she's trying to, like, put a wedge in this friend group. She's, like, just... That, like, she's just showing up, kind of invading the friend group, and just trying to, like, put a separation between these girls. And to an extent, it does kind of work. And, like, and she is so successful at this. She's able to trap, like, the non-ring Shimmers in a giant dollhouse. And then then after the ring Shimmers get all of the original Shimmers back together and all that, Iris is just happy to have her original friends back. And she just, like... And she just uses, like, dark sparkle glow on, like, one of the crystals to kind of set up the new ring Shimmers to fail at restoring it, so she could, like, make them look bad and make, like, her friends not really trust them being Shimmers as much. So she makes the excuse, like, oh, I'm sending them back to Rainbow High, and then turns out she sends them into the giant dollhouse as well, which obviously they all escape. And then they, like, tell Iris's little sister what's going on, and then they, like, end up totally kicking Iris's butt just by throwing dark sparkle glow at her and getting her out of this, like, this bad mental state influenced by the, like, liquid rainbow, by the dark sparkle glow corrupting her. But season 6's plot was an absolute mess. Like, it was, like... And just comparing the plot alone of these seasons of the show to any magical girl show, you know why it fails as a magical girl show. Like, the magic system is so inconsistent. where like Sparkle Glow feels like it's an excuse for anything magical or weird happening. Before the like all the rest of the main 8 get rings, there is a clear power imbalance in this magical world that isn't really solved until it's like almost too late. And in like a show about friendship, this is just sad to watch. It's just sad to see their friendship get almost completely broken by something as silly as some of them getting additional like magical girl powers while in this pocket dimension that, by the way, has nothing to do with their main lives at Rainbow High. So like if you've seen like the main Rainbow High show like through like the first 4 seasons, you know it has a completely different tone. It's girls going to fashion school and like an elite art high school and just learning fashion and art or whatever they major in, and it emphasizes more of their friendships with one another, them supporting one another, and their individuality with this. And Rainbow World just fails to do this while just constantly throwing magic gimmicks at you. It's and to compare this to other Magical Girl shows, it doesn't measure up. Because other Magical Girl shows like Madoka Magica, Sailor Moon, and Pretty Cure, and even Catch Ping, or Miraculous Ladybug, all have more like rules and a sense of order to their magic systems and the way they operate and the way their magic powers work. Even if it differs from Magical Girl show to Magical Girl show, they're the kind of shows you could look into, and the more you look into it, the more the magic systems and the magical worlds they're in. Oh, this makes sense for this world. This isn't weird. This isn't bizarre. This isn't like terribly written or like rushed. And they maintain this order and structure to their magic systems while just maintaining that message of hope and optimism and friendship and girlhood. And Rainbow High was amazing and perfect before season 5 even dropped. So why change it into this pseudo magical girl show that just fails to make sense? It's just like, I don't get it. I don't get why the writers decided to do this. And I know this is long, but I really wanted to rant about this because I've been fed up with this for a while now. And this has annoyed me a lot with that. And then season 7, if you've seen the banner on the Rainbow High's YouTube channel, you know like it's obviously going to be centered around like some Rainbow High like Paris theme or something, and it's established that like Genevieve and the Bedazzling dolls are all go to like Rainbow High Paris, and the French and the like Rainbow High sister school that is like located there. So I hope that it takes place in the real world and that you don't have any of this weird Rainbow World stuff intruding on it or making it more convoluted than it needs to be, because Rainbow World is already convoluted by like magical girl show standards, which is honestly not a very good sign for the writing with that arc of the show. So goodbye, mysterious audience. I love you, and we love you, and I really do appreciate you watching the channel and hearing my thoughts on this.